Hey everyone, I'm trying to make this quick. I made this video before on my phone, but my phone just died and it didn't save the video, so I had to start all over again. This is very important. I mean, I know certain people are gonna understand what I'm about to say, and a lot of you are gonna think I'm crazy, whatever. But it's the truth, and y'all gonna take it the way y'all want. Um, I had a dream today, and in this dream, it was these two brothers that was fighting, and something was going on in the world. And these two brothers look like they was from the future or something. I'm not sure, but it looked like they was from the future or whatever. Like they had on different types of clothes from what we had on. Um, the older brother was talking to his younger brother, and he was telling his younger brother about what was going on that the younger brother didn't know about. He was telling him that a malfunction happened in the Matrix, and that they're unplugging certain people. He didn't explain the full thing. That's the only thing that he said to him. After that, sorry about that. My phone is. After that, it switched to me, my mom, and my brother, my older brother, and everybody was calling into this place to try to figure out what was going on. And so I called this place, but it was so many people calling in that it didn't go through. The number it didn't go through. So I waited for a while, and then I called back, and it rung. And a man picked up the phone, and he was agreeing me and everything. And I asked him, "Why are certain people being unplugged?" And he says he basically was. Now, before I asked that question and everything, everybody was calling and trying to see what was going on. They didn't think to ask that question. They were just asking what was going on, and they was telling them what they want to hear, like the government do nowadays. They always, they do the same thing today. They tell everybody what they want to hear. So I asked, why are some people being unplugged? The only reason I asked is because of what I heard from the older brother from another dream that is just so weird. So it was actually the same dream. It just switched to me, But I asked, why are some people being unplugged? And the guy was telling me in a way that he told everybody else, thinking that I was a fool, like everybody else were. And I asked him something else, and then he got irritated. He said two things, and then he hung up the phone on me. I'm like, okay, so I'm on to something. So I went to go get my mom and my brother. They both came downstairs with me. Everybody was just steady, just calling all around me, outside. Everybody was just calling, trying to see what was going on. I called him back. Now, before I called back, it was some jewelry on the table. My brother was so into it and everything. Me and my mom was trying to see what was going on. So he wasn't even caring about the jewelry and all that stuff. My brother was so focused on that jewelry on the table, like the diamonds and everything. While me and my mom was just trying to figure out what's going on. So I called back. A woman picked up the phone this time, and I put her on speakerphone so my mom and them could hear. And I asked the same question. She greeted me. I asked the same question. Why are some people being unplugged? And she was like, well, then she said, oh. And then she hung up the phone on me. I'm like, okay, so I see what's going on here. And I said, okay, I see what's going on. And excuse me, I just got done sneezing. That's why I had to pause the video. But I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. Okay. So after that, I realized that certain people are going to be unplugged. Y'all need to think about this. I had a dream for a reason. From the true creator, I had a dream for a reason. This dream is telling me that certain people are about to be unplugged. And it sounds like the rapture. The rapture that everybody talks about, which is not called rapture or whatever. Basically, you're going to be unplugged. It was a malfunction that happened in the Matrix. So they had to unplug certain people because the people that was awakened is interfering with the Matrix. So they had to unplug them, certain few people. It could be 100,000 people, whatever the case may be. They had to unplug them so they could keep the Matrix going. That's why they unplugged them certain people. And it make a lot of sense because they realized that, damn, we have to unplug these certain people. Because if we don't, they're gonna interfere with the whole entire Matrix and they're gonna destroy it. So we have to unplug them. But we still, just think about it, you guys. We're still gonna have billions of people in this Matrix. But these certain few people that's awakened, we have to let them go. We have no other choice. Because if we don't, they're gonna interfere, and they're gonna destroy the matrix just because of them certain few people, which is probably 100-some thousand people that's awakened, that know the truth. So this dream was telling me they had to unplug certain people, which is the rapture that's gonna happen. That's what's about to happen. The so-called rapture thing is about to happen. And this is really crazy. And you got these movies out there that these rapture movies where people's bodies just drop dead when the rapture happens, and people actually see it and they go crazy and everything. And people actually realize that the rapture happened, but it's not called the rapture. They basically just been unplugged. Because in the movie The Matrix, when it was unplugged in the movie, they just died. But basically, it's trying to tell you that that's when you'll be free and everything, when you be unplugged. They had no choice but to do that. And in the Matrix, he said that a lot of people are not ready to be unplugged. That's what Morpheus said in the movie. He said a lot of people are not ready to be unplugged, and then they're ready. They'll fight to protect the Matrix, and that's the truth. They'll fight over money and all this stuff, and people don't realize that your money is basically your God. God is your money, and God we trust right there in your money. It's right there, and God we trust. God is your money. That's what money is. Money is God, pretty much. That's why people will fight over it. People will do anything for money. Money is your God. That's what God is. God is money. It's your money. This $5 bill is your money. All this stuff is your money. People want to be on this earth so bad because of money and material things. That's why people don't want to leave this earth and everything. They're so drawn into it. They're so drawn into the Matrix. This is the Matrix. Y'all think this is how money look? No, it's just a piece of. It's just paper. It's just paper, man. That's all it is. Just paper. But y'all need to wake up, because this rapture thing is about to happen. That's what we're waiting for. And certain people know it. Some people know the truth. These bankers and everything that was killing themselves, they know the truth. That's why they killed themselves, because they couldn't deal with it anymore. But you know what? It's about to happen. This rapture thing is about to happen. People about to be unplugged from the Matrix, and you're gonna be free. That's why they don't want to unplug us, because we'll be free. But they ain't gonna have no choice but to unplug us, because the ones that's awakened, like me, my mom, and certain other people out there, the 100-some thousand people that's awakened from the Matrix that know the truth, they're gonna have to be unplugged because they're interfering with the Matrix. It's about to malfunction. So they have to unplug certain them people. They have to, because they're gonna malfunction the Matrix, which is a computer program. That's all it is. We live in the Matrix, and it's the truth. So once they unplug us, we're going to be free from this. And there are the certain few people that's just like the Bible speaks of, he's going to get his certain people and everything to be, in the rapture. 100-some thousand, whatever. They're going to be free. And the ones going to be left behind, which means they haven't been unplugged, are going to be left behind, and they're going to see the ones that's been unplugged, the ones that just dropped dead to the ground. Because you got movies like that where they been, drop dead, or they change the dust. It's the same thing. You're being unplugged. Once you be unplugged, you're going to be free from this world, this earth, and you're going to be where you were supposed to be at. Just like in the Matrix, you be unplugged, you be in your normal body, your normal self. That's the same thing as the rapture. It's the same thing. Y'all need to wake up and realize that I had a dream for a reason. It ain't come from no demon, nothing like that. This is the truth. The truth is that certain people are about to be awakened, which means you're about to be unplugged. You're about to be unplugged. And they have no choice but to do it, because we're interfering with the Matrix. We're malfunctioning it. It's going to break down if they don't unplug us. Because we are so powerful as far as being awakened. That's interfering with the computers. So they have to awaken us so they can keep this Matrix going for the billions of people that's still going to be here. And that's why they got martial law and everything's about to happen, because once y'all see us, once y'all see our bodies drop dead on the ground, which means we're basically free, but once it happens within an instant, or in an instant where our bodies just drop dead within an instant, just like the rapture is supposed to happen within an instant, just think about it. Once our bodies drop dead within an instant, y'all gonna see it happen. Like, oh my God, it was telling the truth the whole entire time. The Matrix thing, we really do live in it. But they have to keep y'all under control. So they got these military people and all this other stuff about to happen. Where once this stuff happened, they got the mark of the beast and everything, and they got martial law about to happen, so they can keep y'all under control still. So y'all won't wake up. So y'all won't malfunction the matrix. So y'all won't wake up to the truth. So they have to keep y'all in fear in order to keep y'all under their control. So y'all won't awaken to the matrix. Y'all have to understand what I'm saying. Understand what I just said. They had to keep y'all under control still. So y'all won't malfunction the matrix. Because once y'all awaken, y'all will malfunction the matrix and y'all will see the truth. But that's why they got these vehicles and everything else around this earth and everything, these military stuff, because they know the rapture is about to happen. They know they about to unplug certain people. They know that. They know they had to do that. They're going to have to unplug certain people. Just think about it. How can they know when the rapture is going to happen? How can they know it? It just don't make any sense. They know, in order for them to know this, they're doing it themselves. They had to unplug certain people. Not because of this rapture and you're going to see Jesus Christ in the air. No, it had nothing to do with all of that. Yeah, that man was here before. But he wasn't controlled like we were. He wasn't under their control. He was free. But they killed him though because of who he was. But with us, they got us under control. They got us in fear and all this other stuff. But by us, certain people, there's 100-some thousand people being awakened, they see that it's getting worse. They see that a lot of us are starting to awaken and we're spreading it to everybody else. So they know they have to unplug certain people because this is going to interfere with their matrix. It's going to malfunction their matrix. It's going to break it down because so many people are awakening. They see that right now. So they're getting military people ready all over the world. So when that happens, so when they unplug us, certain people, when they unplug certain people, that's when they're going to make their move on martial law and all the stuff, the market, the so-called beast and everything. They're going to get all that into y'all system so they can keep y'all under control so that y'all won't see the truth. So y'all won't awaken to what just happened. You see what I'm saying? They're going to keep y'all in fear. So y'all won't say, oh my God, what happened was the truth. And you know, we live in the matrix. We need to awaken. Y'all need to wake up. Because we live in the matrix, y'all. And all this other stuff. Y'all going to see that. But once martial law happens, they're going to start shooting y'all down and everything. And y'all don't do this and y'all don't do that. They're going to kill y'all. So they're going to put more fear into you with this mark of the beast and this martial law. So that y'all won't wake up to what just happened. So y'all won't wake up to the point where y'all know y'all live in the matrix. They don't want y'all to know that. They want y'all to just keep living in the world in order to keep the matrix going. Because once y'all see us die, just drop dead, and y'all see our babies just drop dead and everything, y'all gonna awaken and realize, oh my God, that one person that told us that this was gonna happen has really happened. And it's happening. And blah, blah, blah. But then they're going to put fear into y'all with this martial law stuff and mark of the beast. And y'all going to go back into fear again. Y'all not going to awaken. You know? And only so few people only so few people are going to die because they're going to see the truth. Like, wow. So this is what we live in. They were telling the truth the whole time. So the earth is flat. And all this other stuff. This earth is just basically a simulation. That's why this dome is over us and everything. Oh my God. That's why they put all these cartoons and everything to tell us what we live in. But we didn't listen. We wasn't listening. We didn't listen to them people. We thought they were crazy. We thought they were crazy. Oh my God, we thought they were crazy. So, them are the people that's going to die because they know what they live in. They know they're going to know that this earth and everything is all fake. So they're the ones going to die because of what they know. They know they're going to know the truth. They're not going to go back into the world like everybody else is. Because everybody else is going to be fear. They're going to go back into being fear and, you know, and take the mark of the beast because they want to live. But the ones that's going to be awakened, they're going to realize that, man, they were telling the truth. We do live in the matrix. So in order to be free, you have to die. So that means living on this earth is pointless as far as money and all that. The only way to be free is to die. So you're going to have to die in order to be free. But you also have to be awakened in order to be free from this. So you won't come back here. You have to be awakened in order to be free. So once you die and you awaken and you die, you're going to be free. But if you stuck in the system and you die in the system, if you die in the system as in money and all this other stuff, you're going to be reborn on this earth again in the system. In order to be free, you have to die in order to be free. So by them unplugging us, because they know that we know the truth, once we be unplugged, we're going to be free because we know the truth. So the ones that's going to see us drop dead, the rapture, drop dead, and the ones that's going to see that, only so few of them are going to accept it and say, oh my God, so all this time we have to know the truth, and then we also have to die in order to be free. Wow. And everybody else is going to be screaming and hollering, going back into fear again. Billions of people are going to be going back into fear again. And they're going to go back into the world again. And they're going to be controlled again. And it's going to start over with them. But the ones that's going to die, and the ones that's going to die for Jesus Christ or whatever, they're going to be free. Because they're going to realize, dang, this is the only way they can be free is to basically die and know the truth. The truth is, we live in the Matrix. So I'd rather get my head cut off and just be free than rather just live on this earth and go through the same stuff. That's what's going on. That's what's going on, you guys. You need to wake up. That's what's going on. But the Bible is explaining it differently. But the truth is, you live in the Matrix. In order to be free from it, you have to know the truth. The truth will set you free. That's why they always say that. The truth will set you free. If you don't know the truth, if you don't know the truth, you're going to keep coming back here. If you know the truth and you die in that truth, you're going to be set free. But you also have to be good on top of that. Just think about that, because you don't know the truth or anything, you're going to be reborn until you wake up. Until you wake up. Wake up. It makes sense. The truth shall set you free. They say that stuff for a reason. It's not because of certain things. It's the real truth. The truth is, you live in the Matrix. And if you don't awaken from that, if you don't see that, and you die, and you never seen that, you're going to be reborn again. Until you see it. This is the truth. I just had this dream about what I explained to y'all from the beginning. This rapture thing is about to happen. And they know it. They're getting ready for it. Because they know they have to unplug certain people. They know that. So they're getting ready for it. So I will see you guys when we be awakened. But I will see you guys. It's about to happen. So be ready to be unplugged. It's about to happen. Not the rapture going in the sky and everything. The rapture is basically you being unplugged, pretty much. That's what it is. You can take it how you want, but it's the truth. Just look at it. It's the same thing. You think about it, it's the same thing. The rapture, whatever, being unplugged, it's the same thing. And there's only going to be so few people. That's why I had that dream of certain people being unplugged. It makes sense. It makes sense. I love you guys.